Take this time to thank all the participants in this summit. I think that there was a lot of discussion today. I think a lot of this discussion needs to continue to be carried out between many of the participants, the organizations that were represented here. And I think that as a result of this crime summit, we can hopefully address some of the issues that are prevalent in our community and that need to be addressed by not only local, state, but also federal leadership. We had two meetings today. We initially had a law enforcement only meeting. We addressed some law enforcement initiatives that we expect to take place here in the city and in the county. And then we also look forward to some continued discussions as we look for some solutions to the problems. I want to thank the governor for his participation, for Senator Casey, Senator Toomey, and all the other elected officials who were here and the importance for them to be here is just really is so satisfying to myself as the district attorney of Berks County. At this point, I don't have anything else. I will turn it over to Senator Casey.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks very much. We had a very good discussion here on some of the challenges that the city of Reading faces and the county faces. Many of these challenges are faced by communities across the Commonwealth. So there was a good discussion about not just the challenges, but some of the solutions. This is not a problem that any problem that relates to crime and violence in a community is not something that only that community can deal with. We have to bring folks together like we did today, folks at the municipal level, county, state, and federal. And I'm certainly willing to continue the work that I and others at the federal level have done to invest in proven strategies at work. Just this week we've been spending a lot of time on the road talking about the COPS program and trying to get additional resources for that at the federal level. It's been cut back. The Burn Justice Assistance Grants, which have been very helpful for communities across the country, again has been cut back over the last several years. And the Bulletproof Vest program, just by way of 3 examples. I have no illusions that increased investment in those 3 programs are going to magically turn around any kind of high crime rates. But there are 3 examples of the way the federal government can help in a very meaningful and direct way. However, this is still going to be a challenge that this community has to come together and face first and foremost. But I offer and will continue to offer my services and that of my office, and I think others that join us at the federal level, working with Governor Corbett, working as I do with Senator Toomey at the federal level and our congressional delegation. But for me, as someone who has not labored in this vineyard as many years as the governor has and other law enforcement officials, this is very, very significant, and I think for me, a very good insight into some of the challenges, but also some of the great opportunities we have to work together and to make progress. Governor Corbett.
First off, I want to thank the district attorney, and particularly Al Boskoff, who invited us all here. And if you know Al, it's pretty hard to turn down an invitation from Al. And Al invited me here back in 2007 when I was the Attorney General and had the opportunity to come down and have a similar type event. And I want to thank everybody that showed up, from the federal government, the state government, county, municipality, the city, and say this is just the beginning. But as the senator just mentioned, we need to hear, we need to have participation from the community. We need to have the businesses, and I know some businesses were represented today. We've seen other programs around the state that worked for those cities, and I've recommended that the city and the county go take a look at the program that was grassroots driven by the businesses in Blair County and the city of Altoona to address the issue that they had. And I continue and will continue to encourage them. That may not be the solution, but it's a place to start and look. beyond just bringing law enforcement matters together. Because what I have continued to say is, we can come in as law enforcement, we can make arrests, we can make convictions, we can put people in jail or on probation or whatever, but until we start going down to the root causes and have a plan on how to do that, we're going to continue to do what we're going to do. Many of you might recall, I think it was back in the late 90s, we had Operation Weed and Seed. That's a good program if you continue to seed while you're weeding. And you continue to weed while you're seeding. You have to do both. And I think municipalities across the state need to continue to do something along that line. And it takes this much law enforcement and this much seeding in order to do that. And I've committed our resources as much as we can within and all of us have limited financial resources, particularly in these times. But as you can see, if you would put an hourly rate to all the manpower that was around here, we spent a lot of money here today talking about it and kicking it off. A long way to go. I look forward to having our people work together with the county and the city to address the issues here, not just in Reading, but in all Berks County. And I hope other counties are taking a look at it as they see the problem. So thank you all for having me.